Magneto, Aragorn, and Elizabeth Swann in a movie about psychoanalysis? Actually sounds kind of cool.
Sex.
Male.
Family.
Child.
Divorce.
No.
A Dangerous Method is directed by David Cronenberg, who's a very prolific director who's made classic films for many years. One of my favorites is The Dead Zone with Christopher Walken, Stephen King adaptation that not a lot of people know about. This film tells the story of Sigmund Freud, played by Viggo Mortenson, and his associate, played by Michael Fassbender, who are just inventing the whole idea of psychoanalysis, how to treat a patient using therapy and really delving into that person's mind and trying to figure out what the problem is so that they can solve their own problem, whatever it might be. The patient in question is Keira Knightley, who was raised by a very abusive father, and that has traumatized her and had a lot of hardships with her in her life. They're using her kind of as a test to try to figure out where everything is with their ideas.
Professor Freud. Dr. Jung.
I've simply opened a door. It's for the young men like yourself to walk through it.
Perhaps she's the one for your experimental treatment.
This is a very good film, and one of the things I really appreciated about it was the acting. My word, Michael Fassbender this year is exploding. Viggo Mortenson is always good. He is so good in this film. But for me, the thing that really stuck in my memory was Keira Knightley in this film. A lot of people complained about her performance and said it was really over the top. Lots of jaw work and everything, but it was really effective for me. She wasn't afraid to make herself look ugly at all, and I thought that was a big plus for her performance, because usually actresses like that, you know, they're all like
Tell me about the first time you can remember being beaten by your father.
It excited me.
I really like the style that David Cronenberg directed this movie in. A lot of these shots of Keira Knightley where she was making these faces and just, you know, her whole body was just contorting and everything, he close-ups. He didn't cut away from this beautiful woman making these really nasty faces. And I really think that that really helped a lot of the first half of this film's intensity.
And how is your little Russian patient?
There was the most dramatic improvement.
Is she a virgin?
Oh, certainly.
If you ever want to take the initiative, I live in that building there.
The film dragged a little bit as it went on, and towards the latter half it wasn't as intense and dramatic as the film opened, but I still really think this is a good film. It's not as good as some of David Cronenberg's other films, but I do really think it's worth your time if you're into him as a director. I'm going to give A Dangerous Method a B+.
You still love him?
Will you come back to us now?
Sometimes you have to do something unforgivable just to be able to go on living.
If you like this review, you can subscribe to my channel and get Stuckmann eyes.